Did you know that a good drop shot can disrupt the footwork of your opponent by bringing them closer to the net? And it can even change the pace of the game unexpectedly. Hi, I'm Coach Kenny Asuncion, and welcome to Badminton ABCs, where I teach you how to level up your game and all things badminton. So do hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. Many players can hit good smashes, but not everyone can do a good drop shot. The drop shot is a semi-offensive shot which is done at the baseline of the court. When done right and properly, it can be a very good deceptive shot which will lead you to an advantage. You can change the pace of the game and be in control. In this episode, I will teach you how to do the drop shots. Like the clear, like the smash, the movement is the same. In our previous episodes where I taught you how to do the 1, 2, 3, that's how we're going to hit the shuttle. So the movement is basically the same. Okay? But upon contact of shuttle and your racket, that is where you see the difference. For the drops, you make sure to get it as high as you can so that you have the option to make it steeper. Get it as high as you can in front of you. Now, when you lift up your arm, you use your wrist to push forward, then follow through your hand. So it's important that the control is by the wrist. Okay? Now, how far you want your drops to go depends on your opponent, depends on your style of game. So if you want it longer, then you push it more forward and longer. Okay? There are different types of drop shots. So in terms of hitting a drop, you have the flat and the slice. But that's not what we're here to discuss. I am just going to teach the basic on how to actually just execute a drop. So upon contact of shuttle and racket, make sure you push it lightly with your wrist. So push it slightly, then follow through. Common mistake of people doing the drops is that you're hitting it, but your elbow is already going down, therefore your racket is going down. That's why the shuttle goes to the net. So make sure that you raise your racket as high as you can, get it in front of you at 11 o'clock, push with your wrist, and the shuttle will come dropping down. Okay? So again, movement, very important. Stance, balance of the arm, the swinging, contact of shuttle, that's where the difference is. Push, push, lightly, lightly. Okay? So it's important that when we use our wrist, you have to have that control. It doesn't necessarily mean that when you use your wrist, you use that force. So it depends. Now, the drops, there are longer drops, there's a shorter one, there's a chop. We'll discuss all those in details in our next episode. For today, it's just the basic way of dropping the shot. Now, for the drop shot, what I'm going to emphasize in this episode is making sure that your drops are going downward, okay? Not like a soft lob. So, this is how you're going to see the difference. So, when you drop, you have to use your wrist, push it down, okay? So you have to push down the shuttle with your wrist. Now, if I just stand up here, you will see the difference of the shot. This is how I want you to do it, with slight push from the wrist. If you do not push with the wrist, and you do it that way, it just looks like a soft lob, and that's what I don't want. So this is like a soft lob. I don't want this, okay? I want you to use your wrist and push it down. Do you see the difference? Now the shuttle is going down. Okay, so there will be instances wherein the lifts of your opponent are shorter. So instead of just staying here or just using your racket like this, you have to go near the shuttle to do the drop. Okay, so this is how it's going to look. If it's shorter, I move forward and do the same. Move back, do the same. Move forward. Okay, so again, control is key. You have to control your arm when you hit the shuttle. Again, practice is very, very important because you have to balance running, controlling your shot, at the same time looking at where you want to place your drops. So here you see Mika de Guzman demonstrating the drop. Notice that the movement is from our previous lessons of 1, 2, 3. So because you don't see the shuttle, you actually don't know whether she's lifting the shot or dropping it. But that's what we are, striving to do, one movement. Upon closer look, you will see that Mika looks up and in front of her at 11 o'clock. With that correct movement of lifting both arms up, and upon hitting, both arms would slowly go down. When you do the drops, it's important there's a follow-through of your arm. Make sure you're not pulling your elbow down, which will pull down the shuttle and it might go to the net. So you still get it as high as you can. Upon contact of shuttle and the racket, you are using your wrist but with control in pressing down the shuttle. So once again, you see a full view of Mika doing the drops. We are doing it slowly to give emphasis on how the movement is and where you're supposed to be hitting the shuttle. So here, I am feeding Mika for multi-shuttle in just 1 point. 1 point. That's how we always start. 1 point. And even on days that you feel a little tired, you can just do these kinds of drills, just 1 point. Because what you're actually doing is trying to perfect your shots, putting it on the spot that you want to. So you see the follow-through of Mika's arm, hand, and wrist moving forward with control. So this time, it's the forehand side. Still dropping. Now we do the whole court drops. So you will see that Mika is moving from right to left, but always going back to her base as she drops the shuttle. Body movement, very important. When you see that the drill is already no pattern, you can tell that even the speed of the lift is faster. So movement of Mika is seen being much faster. So it's important for drops to have that angle of going down. It shouldn't look like at any point like a lob that's being soft only. So again, we are focusing and giving emphasis to the movement when doing the drops. Body moving forward as you drop. But notice that there's so much control with her arm, hand, and wrist. So it's basically overhead, using the overhead dropping. Look at the angle of the shuttle. You'll see it fast but going down.
Can you hit your drop shots before the service line?
type yes or no on the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe, level up your game, and be the next smashing success.